Yeah. Hello.
Ho, ho, ho. You little Christmas elves.
Happy winter solstice.
It is the solstice. Well, no, it will be not the solstice tomorrow. It's the solstice today whilst we're recording. Tomorrow, your today, while you're watching this, it will not be the solstice anymore. But that means that you're stumbling into days of more light. Yeah. Every day now, it will get a bit brighter. Every single day. That's pretty cool.
Hopefully this helps brighten your day.
Hopefully this is something that just really brings you joy and shine. We're back with the Matchbook. It is December 22nd when you're watching this. And if you don't know what this is, or if you're new here, it's the weekly wrap-up where we talk about things that we think are cool or interesting or we're excited for or that we did or whatever. And we hope you like it. If you do like it, share it with your friends. Yeah. So more people will like it. And then we can have more fun.
This is not one of my things, but this tea is peppermint and licorice.
Ooh.
And every time I have it, I think of our friend Sarah who lives on Skye because she made us this last time we saw her.
Sarah, if you're watching,
and
we love you and miss you and hope you're healing.
To you.
What kind is it? What's the brand?
It's Puka.
Is it Puka or Puka?
Puka?
Or Puka? It's
probably not Puka.
Puka. We'll link to it. How about?
Yeah.
We'll just throw a little link in so people can buy it. Peppermint and licorice.
Delicious. But most people don't like. Well, you either love it or hate it. Licorice.
Yeah, I like red licorice, which technically isn't licorice, right?
No, it's just sugar.
Just candy. Well, so is black licorice.
No way, it's like a health food, unless you eat too much.
Yeah. Whose turn is it this week? Did you start last week?
You go first.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, so as usual, we each have some items or some things that we get to share with one another. My first of all, I'm going to apologize because it's something that does require you to be on your phone. Which I usually don't share those kinds of things that have to do with your phone because we're all on our phones too much. But that's kind of what this is about.
Okay.
It's a new app I found called Ahead.
Oh.
Not a head. Ahead, all one word.
Okay.
And their little slogan is that it's Duolingo for your emotional intelligence.
Ooh.
So what's cool is at the very beginning of it, you take a little self-assessment, and then as you take it tweaks and you can tweak it to work on things that you think you need to work on. So like the one I'm working on is like controlling anger. because this time of year I get angry because it's a very materialistic time of year.
Or your mouse stops working and you throw it across the room.
Yeah, because stuff like that. Or like you try to go run an errand and there's 800 billion people buying things they don't need. And so, but then there's other things too. Like one of them is to cultivate more self-confidence.
Oh,
and there's there's a lot of different things. And it kind of, based on your answers to the assessment, it kind of tweaks it and customizes a program for you. And you only need to do it like a couple minutes a day, and it helps rewire your brain. And there's like cognitive science backing behind it.
Whoa.
And it helps to rewire your brain so that these little emotional things, and it basically is there to increase, like it says, your emotional intelligence. And so self-awareness, impulse control, anger control. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's called Ahead. And I think you can pay for the premium membership, or you can just do a trial. I haven't really seen what all you can do with with just the normal one, but it's worth investigating. Cool. So it's called Ahead.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 1 is done, baby.
All right. Okay, my number 1 is kind of two things.
Okay.
It's about the winter solstice, which when you're watching this, it won't be any longer. Although I suppose you could just celebrate it tomorrow too.
Well, yeah, it's an extended thing.
So this set of books that you gave me, I love so much, and you got them from,
I think,
Tamed
Wild, yeah. So our friend Kate, our amazing witchy friend Kate, turned me on to these, and they are spectacular.
They're so fun. So for each of the...
It's my foot.
Okay. For each of the solstices or pagan celebrations, they have a book. So this one is for Yule, or the winter solstice.
I think you'll really like it. That's dumb.
And inside it has like little ways you can celebrate, a bunch of ways that you can. And then you can kind of pick and choose depending on how you're feeling or what you want to do. Right now, I am wiped out, I think, just from holiday madness. For that. So the rituals that we're going to be doing today are a solstice spread, a tarot spread.
Okay.
Tonight's going to be like a little date night.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Okay.
So we're going to do a bath with bath salts.
Amazing.
We're going to light some candles.
Perfect.
And we are going to...
Well, you can make your own candles.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
No, that sounds like a lot.
That's too much. And tonight's your massage night, so that will be part of our solstice celebration.
What?
But another thing I'm going to share is my favorite soup recipe, which you don't eat.
Is that in here?
But no, they were just...
There is recipes.
There are recipes in here, and they were saying that one of the things to do on winter solstice is to make a soup with warming spices. So my favorite soup that fits that description is the chicken with turmeric and ginger.
I was going to ask you what constitutes a warming spice.
Yeah, so like turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom.
Nutmeg.
All my favorite spices. Yeah.
Okay. So if they make your mouth feel warm.
Yes.
Got it.
So I'm going to share that soup recipe also.
Awesome.
But these books are wonderful.
They are amazing.
Kate is incredible.
Yeah, if you're not keyed into Kate and Tamed Wild, that's something you need to remedy because it's an amazing addition.
Yeah. So there's that.
Awesome.
That's what we're doing today.
Perfect. That sounds lovely. Oh, there's this is like a 1A.
Okay.
When she said it's my massage night, this is free life advice, relationship advice. That we're just going to give to you as a little extra. And we've given it to other people and they've done it and it has changed their stars. Go on Amazon, and we can even link to this. Go on Amazon, buy a massage table. That sounds intense. It's not. I think they have some for $60 or $70. The one we have is great. We've had it for 6 years and it has not fallen apart and it's adjustable height. But buy a massage table. If you really want to get fancy, buy the little heated massage pad. That makes a big difference.
It really does.
But all in with everything, if you get everything you need, I think for like $100.
It'd be cheaper than the price of one massage, probably.
So for cheaper than the price of an actual massage, buy all the stuff. And then once a week, you take turns, make it your partner's massage night. And all you do for that, you don't trade that night. It's that person's night. You light candles, you get real massage oil, you turn on some music, you turn off the lights, and you give them a massage. And you just focus entirely on them for the whole hour. And it's an hour. And it'll make your forearms strong. But for a full hour, all you're focusing on is them. And you can talk if you want to talk, or you cannot talk. And then
I don't like talking.
And then later, the next week, or if you have time to, or if you don't, 2 weeks later or whatever, then it becomes your turn. And then you get that. So tonight's my turn.
So that's 1A.
All right, 1A, free life advice.
Our massage sheets are in the wash right now. Can you hear them?
I can do. Okay. Number 2, mine is a movie trailer.
Ooh.
I will show you at the cessation of this event. And I am so excited for it, and I think it's coming on Netflix. And I think it's in April, maybe, or I don't know when. Before I tell you what it is, I'll give you backstory. As a child, I loved these movies. So I shouldn't have watched them as a child because they were not child appropriate, but I loved them so much, and I would watch them over and over and over, especially on days that I would stay home sick from school.
Okay. Rocky?
No, I would eat Luden's cough drops, the cherry ones,
that
because
are
they're
just
candy,
sugar,
and I would watch these movies.
Okay.
And I'm really excited for this movie because the main character is amazing, but I think he's coming back into the roles that he was born to play, because for a long time his career deviated and he made pretty awful children's movies.
trying so hard to guess what it is, and I have
because he
no
made
idea.
some really. In fact, okay, here's a clue.
Okay.
One of the children's movies he just made, my mother desperately tried to get us to watch, and I was like, okay.
Oh, is it?
Do you know?
Not Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the movie Beverly Hills Cop.
What?
3. Axel Foley. So they haven't made a Beverly Hills Cop movie probably for
God.
25, no, 30, maybe 30 years. And the crazy thing is
That he can play
yeah,
it still.
but then they
What?
got everyone.
Whoa.
Everyone from the original
I don't
is
think
coming
I've
back.
seen any of them.
Oh my god. Okay, so it looks really fun. It's called Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley, and it looks like it just literally.
Wait, what is Axel Foley?
That's his name.
Oh,
his
okay.
name is Axel Foley.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
So he's a detective from Detroit, and he ends up having to go to Beverly Hills to try to solve a crime, and then hijinks ensue.
Fun.
I can't wait. The trailer looks amazing. I'll show you it when we're done. But yeah, Eddie Murphy, I mean, he got his start with really crude comedy, and that's who he is. He's not this Dr. Dolittle, kids movie guy. He's hilarious. And so, yeah. So I'm excited for him to come back be that character.
Good. Okay. My number 2 is there was an article I read about journal prompt, or not about. It's not really an article. It's just I guess it kind of is an article. Journal prompts for any emotion or feeling that you're having. So you could, if you're feeling angry or sad or happy or whatever, you could just scroll down and it'll give you a journal prompt.
Okay.
And I don't know that I will really do that or if I will just continue doing my journal, but it was a good reminder that I really loved doing this journal and I need to go back to it.
Maybe you should show a page or something.
Because I think the last time I did it and actually finished a page was the first week of 2023.
Oh.
So
Look how good these are, though. There's nothing
great,
she can't do.
That's not true.
Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm. So, I don't love writing a whole lot, so I basically just took tiny little moments of joy or whatever.
Tiny perfect moments. And drew a tiny little picture and wrote just a few words about them. And the funny thing is, so it's been a year now, and even these tiny little drawings, I know exactly, I can be transported. Yeah.
This date to the Merc with Addie, she was giggling and blowing bubbles in her matcha tea and
the Gang of Youth song.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it looks like I tried to do a few more. I don't know what that one is.
That looks
I'm
like.
gonna have to think about that one. Anyway, that's just something that.
You know what?
These journals are awesome.
They are
too. So we got this at Montana Book Co. in Helena, but it's just a leather little journal, and the nice thing is these little inserts.
Oh, there's May.
So
of 22.
this is from May, and I did a lot more.
Wow, I like that page.
I don't know if you can see that. But you
did a lot on this one.
Yeah, last May. I was good about this.
You were good.
And I'm going to try and be better
I love it.
about doing this.
And you know
really
what?
do
If
love
you
it.
use the number one, my number one, maybe that'll help unlock things.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
So that's... Oh, so anyway, these are little refills that you can buy, and they're very inexpensive. So...
Little inserts.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get back to that because I really liked it.
And you prefer the dotted ones, right?
I do like the
Yeah, I do
dotted
too.
ones. I don't know why. They're just kind of fun.
It gives you a little bit of structure without the rigidity of a grid.
Yes, exactly.
I like it. Good work.
All right.
Okay, so our number 3s and 4s.
Oh, I have one more to add before.
Ooh.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Before,
Go ahead. There's no rules here.
Okay, so we're all probably done with Christmas shopping or whatever shopping, but there's just one little shop, but mostly the person that I want to call out on this, and that is our friend Amber. She owns a company called Head Regal, and they make the most incredible blankets. And Tyler's shared quite a bit about them, but I just want to grab one and show you.
We've worked with Amber a lot on a lot of her blankets. There's a little poemlet sewed into
and so that's
the
what
inside.
I wanted to show.
This one has it.
So the fuzz inside is made from angel wings.
It's, yeah.
And inside is Tyler's little poem. So I don't know.
You can see it if I move my head.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. It says, "Cover me in stillness and grace and joy. Cover me and find yourself home." But Amber is just the most incredible human being.
She really is.
I don't know if I've ever met someone who is so selfless and kind and giving, and she's just wonderful.
She's family.
She is. So I just wanted to say that really fast. That was,
Head Regal.
They're heaven.
Yeah, they are. They're a little more expensive than a normal blanket, but that's for a very good reason. They last you forever. And so instead of buying a bunch of crappy blankets at Target, you can buy one blanket that will literally just get better and better and better as it gets older. And it's handmade by an amazing mermaid witch that lives in Malibu. So it's pretty awesome. So that's good. That's a good addition. Okay.
Now you can go.
So our number 3s and 4s, we decided because we're only 3 days away from Christmas, we should discuss our favorite Christmas songs and our favorite Christmas movies of all time.
I don't know if I know your favorite Christmas movie.
I know you don't.
I might.
It's a race between 2, but one wins.
Okay.
But first I'm going to do my favorite Christmas song. And I know this one. Again, I have 2 on this one.
Okay.
My number 1, but then I have another one that probably means more, but it doesn't make...
Oh, I have a number 2 then, too, on my song. Okay.
My number 1 is a very old Christmas carol called Lo, How a Rose Ere Blooming, but it's sung by Feist, who was very popular in like the early 2000s. I don't know. I think she might have a new album or something, but her cover of it is so pretty because it combines... Do you know on When Harry Met Sally, when they do Auld Lang Syne, and there's that muted trumpet that plays? Mm-hmm. So Lo, How a Rose Ere Blooming has like this muted trumpet, so it almost feels like you're lonely on New Year's Eve, but then you're also not lonely at the same time, mixed with like the warm fuzzies of Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, her voice is just so gentle in it. It is
really good.
And so wonderful. So if it's not on Spotify, tragically, but I'll link to the video of it just so you can listen to it on YouTube. But man alive, is it good.
All right. Good.
And then my number 2 is Song for a Winter's Night by Sarah Bareilles and Ingrid Michaelson.
Oh, is that what it's called? It's not Winter Song? Because that was my
sorry. Yeah, Winter Song. Song for a Winter Night is another beautiful song by Sarah McLachlan.
Yes.
That might be my 3.
Okay, Winter Song, though.
Yeah, Winter Song is my number 2.
Yeah. Oh, I cry every time.
Yeah, me too. There's a part in there where it says, December never felt so long. And man, for a while in my life, Decembers were very long.
My favorite part of that song is, I'll be your harvester of light. Mm-hmm. That's you. I love that one.
Okay. That's us.
Okay.
Together.
My favorite Christmas song is Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Bruce Springsteen, because it is like the perfect 90s.
Might have even been 80s.
Or 80s. But I mean like old. 90s kid.
Yeah.
Christmas, and it just makes me feel like a little kid every time I hear it, and I love it so much.
That's
and it's
awesome.
Just silly and fun, and
it's the live version, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy.
Yeah, Sarah's daughter. Oh, little nuthatch just landed. Sarah's daughter, I think it was last year, was so annoyed by that song, and she didn't understand why Sarah liked it because she thought they recorded it in a studio and were just like yelling to pretend people and adding in stuff, and she didn't understand that it was actually at a concert and it was live. And once I explained it, it made a lot more sense to her. And I think she
still probably annoys her.
Probably. But. She likes music that sound like really stoned porn stars. Like doing spoken word poetry.
Oh God. Okay.
It's not great. Okay, number 4 is movies.
Okay. I have no idea what your favorite
My
Christmas
number
movie is.
1 favorite of all time is a 1985 classic starring Dudley Moore and John Lithgow. And it is Santa Claus, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Not Santa Claus with what's that guy's name?
Allen.
Tim Allen, not Home Improvement guy. It's Santa Claus, the movie with Dudley Moore. And the reason why it's my favorite, first of all, it's like super nostalgic. But second of all, I don't think any Christmas movie ever made the North Pole look more magical and like more like an actual place you could go and see and inhabit. And it was just so freaking magic that I just wanted to go to that North Pole.
Yeah, I totally.
And the sleigh was amazing, and the Santa was amazing, and the message was amazing, because Dudley Moore was just a disaster. It was so good. And then the one that it always races against, it's the eternal debate on whether or not it counts, is Die Hard. Die Hard, to me, I love it. So, like, I made a Christmas ornament about it. You probably saw it on the Baking Live. There's something about Die Hard that I just love so much. And you know what's another weird one that is not a Christmas movie, but it always reminds me of Christmas? Speed with Keanu Reeves. Because, well, there was like 3 years in a row. So when we wake up in the mornings at Christmas, when I was living at my mom's house when we were kids, we couldn't come up the stairs until we were called out. Like, we weren't allowed until it was time. And we had like one DVD in the basement, and it was Speed. And so every morning I would wake up at like 4:20 in the morning because I couldn't wait. And so I didn't know what to do. And so, I mean, keep in mind, Speed, I was older when Speed came out. So I was still like really excited about Christmas. And I would put Speed on. And for the longest time, my mom hated that we watched Speed because one time in the movie, someone says fuck. And so she was like, that should not be on Christmas.
That's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah. So but yeah, number one, Santa Claus the movie.
Okay. I love it. Okay. My Christmas movie there's no debate. It is my favorite, and I will watch it every Christmas forever and ever.
Until you die.
Is Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Yeah.
It is my all-time favorite. I could recite it, but it doesn't matter. I love it so much. And the ending of that movie is like, it's like my entire life ethos.
Yeah.
And has been since I was little. I just love it. I love it so much. And that song is not a Christmas song, technically, but that would be on my Christmas songs list too.
That's a good list. I think it is on our Christmas list.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
In fact, we just brought that up with a very secret clandestine meeting that we just held. You'll find out later, maybe.
Hopefully.
We just brought that scene up about what a gut punch that last scene was.
It's so good.
It is so good.
And
Bill Murray, that end scene where he has tears in his eyes. And he improv that whole scene too.
Of course.
He just let it go.
Yeah.
Which makes you wonder if he was really experiencing those things at that time. Because I'm sure during that he was at like the height of his, debauchery.
And the Ghost of Christmas Present is
that Carol Kane?
Yes.
Oh, I love her.
She's so amazing. And I just have such fond memories of that movie and watching it with my parents. And
that's a good one.
That's so good.
Good job. My number 5.
Oh.
Because we're done with those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, number 5.
Yeah.
The very best science photos of 2023.
Oh.
So I love science. I love photos. And so this is match made in heaven. So my favorite one, I'll open this so I can show you. I have it open to where you need to go.
Right now you're going to do it?
Yeah, just so you can see it. Because everyone else will see it when I add it. Okay. But I'll show you my favorite photo from the bit.
Okay.
There it is.
Whoa.
So they call it the Space Monet because it almost looks like a Monet painting.
How is that real?
I know. What that is, this is hard to pronounce, but it is Rho Ophiuchi. And so what that is, it's basically like a cloud complex. It is the closest place to Earth where new stars are born. What? So all of those things in there are new stars being born and then thrust out into the universe. And it is 358.8 light years away. But that's the closest place to us where new stars are constantly being born.
That's insane.
And so that red is magnesium being thrown into space, and it's amazing. But there's a lot of awesome photos in there. Everything from that, which is obviously as big as you can get and as far away as you want, to tiny, tiny, tiny photos that were taken through microscopes, to even kind of sad human relation science photos. Like the very first one on the list was remember in New York, the day where there was so much forest fires in Canada that everything was orange. Yeah, so it's just the best science photos of 2023.
Cool.
There's some good ones. I'll show you when we're done. There's some great ones.
Okay. Well, I bumped my number 5 before my 3 and 4, so I'm done.
You don't want to freelance one and just drop one in for fun? Something. Well, what about
Oh, I made some really fun cookies.
You did, dude. Some of you saw them being made on the baking live.
Huh? No, not the eggnog ones.
Oh, the other ones.
So I made, the recipe was on New York Times, and they're called Technicolored something.
Oh, they're amazing.
Cookies.
Yeah. Do we have one? I think we have one left.
Maybe.
We do.
Okay. They're a little like shortbread biscuit with cardamom and orange. Yeah, sure, why not? And hide my head.
Look at those beauties.
So, and then the royal icing in a bunch of different colors, and then we poured it over the top.
Oh. Prue and Paul would have been so proud.
Okay, well.
That was a good cookie. Oh,
They're
the orange
really good.
really comes through. It does.
So that's my other recipe for the week, I guess.
There's some zest in there. Orange zest.
There's a lot of orange zest.
Definitely getting the cardamom.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. The cool thing about these, the royal icing takes on kind of like a meringue marshmallow.
Mm-hmm. But it's not like overly sweet because I was really
weirdly
nervous.
Not sweet.
I didn't want to make these because I thought the frosting was going to be like sickeningly sweet.
It's not.
It actually isn't because I really don't like overly sweet things.
No.
They're
really
delicious.
good. And this almost makes like a candy crust on it, which is super good.
I kind of want to make them again.
I know. Maybe you should do ones that are just Christmas colors.
Yeah, maybe I will.
And we'll just enjoy them.
Okay. But that means I'm baking again.
That's all right. I'm good at dishes.
Okay.
All right, my last one isn't even one. It's just buy a calendar. Because we knocked them down to 30% off, which means for the people that are good at maths, we're losing 30% of the money on them. And here's the deal. Anybody that buys a calendar between now and Christmas, they won't come on time for Christmas, which is okay. Whoa.
Wow.
A bunch of finches just land on our thing. Are those Cassians? Anyway, anyone who buys one between now and Christmas time, I will throw in, I'll show you.
I was going to say, what is he going to do?
Naked picture.
Oh.
I will throw in a free original haiku. As in,
Wow.
whoa, how do I get that? There you go.
Hide your head.
As in, the only one in existence. It's obviously it's signed, and it's the only one of them. I will put one of these in everyone's order who orders a calendar between now and Christmas time, because we don't want to recycle these, and they're really beautiful. We just got done giving some to our friends and family, and not to toot our own horns, but people really seem to enjoy them, and they said things like beautiful. Or transcendent.
No, they didn't.
Or effervescently spectacular.
They did not.
They should have.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all. They're 30% off. And so, I mean, really, and we also tweaked the shipping to make the shipping of them even cheaper than they used to be.
We're trying.
We're really trying to get them into your hands because it's a good way to know what day it is.
Gilly, do you want to come say hello before we
Look
get
at
off?
Gilly. This is Gil.
Gilly.
Gilly, come up here. Come here.
Good boy.
There's Gil.
Oh, there's Gil.
The perfect addition to our list. That's your number 5.
Yeah, Gilly.
That's your number
He's my
5,
number.
isn't it? He's the best dog on planet. Gilly, can you look over here? Who's this? Oh, there's his face.
Good boy.
There we go. Another matchbook in the books. And we're coming right in under the 30-minute mark.
Nice.
So for you, those of you who wanted some long form, you're welcome. Yeah, so we won't see you until right before New Year's Eve. So have an amazing Christmas if you do celebrate it. If you don't celebrate it, go do something lovely with your friends and family. We love you so much.
We do.
We're so thankful for you all.
Yep. And happy solstice.
Happy solstice yesterday, and it's spilling into today.
Yeah.
And enjoy all the light that is slowly returning to your days.
Yes.
We'll see you later.